A few years back, I had the goal for myself. I knew I wanted to learn how to make videos and I wanted to start a video blog. So I made a New Year's resolution that I will make 100 videos this year and post them on YouTube to start the video blog. And the first thing that I did when I returned back to the office and back to work after the holidays was that I started to research and study what video blogging is about and how can you start it. I started to research on all the tricks and tips for video blogging, all of the gear and equipment that I might need, all of the knowledge about lighting and how to set up a rig for doing videos, like professionally. And all of a sudden, I noticed that it's already mid-February and I'm still researching and I immediately figure out that I'm about to fail with my New Year's resolution. So what does that do to my sense of confidence? Downwards. So at that moment, I took myself by the collar of my shirt and pulled myself out of the rut. And guess what I did? I took out my cell phone and the front-facing camera on it, and I was in a poorly lit hotel room, and I just set up the camera on my hotel table and started to talk. And that was my first video blog ever. I might even show you how horrible it was. Just check it out. That's where I started off 2 years ago. Now, looking back at the beginning of the year, it's obvious that I used my researching and studying and going to the electric stores to just check out the cameras and stuff like that. I used all of the stuff as an excuse for not starting the things that I knew I should be doing. A sign of poor confidence. And I was procrastinating like hell. And that's how I failed with my New Year's resolution. But since I managed to start mid-February, I did squeeze in 87 video blogs during the year. So it wasn't that big of a failure in the end. But the point here is that we have mental blocks and we have real obstacles in the world as well that are preventing us from moving towards what we desire. So this exercise will be about identifying the obstacles that you have at the moment. So when you identify them, you can later on deal with them. Now, when you look back at your list of obstacles, it's mostly about your resourcefulness in solving them. So the next exercise will be about identifying which resources do you have at your disposal now and which resources could you develop or gather in order for you to succeed. So the goal is to identify your resources. For example, in my situation, when I first did this exercise, I started to think, I was all tired and close to being burnt out, and I was trying to steer a business that was 2 weeks away from bankruptcy into safety. So I started to think about my resources. One thing that I knew instinctively was there, that I have a brother who's about the same age that I am, and he has always backed me up, so thank you, Jussi. You are great. So my brother, and he always knew somehow instinctively to say the right words to steer me towards a better tomorrow. My brother. Then you might notice that I have a collection of books back there. That's part of my library. So I had resources at my disposal, like they were really abundant. I had books, and I knew that there was someone else that had gone before me that already had solved the problems in business, in confidence, everywhere. Someone was already solved the problems that I had. I only needed to find them. And that's why I knew that one of my resources was to research and read and reverse engineer the successes that have been before me. And then third one here, this is an important one, just to reverse engineer and to model the successes that have come before. So one of the biggest resources is your past. Just think about it. If you just close your eyes for a moment, or just watch me if you like, if you just close your eyes for a moment and think Think back on your timeline and think back on your history. Have there been moments when you really won? Have there been moments when you were really proud of yourself? Have there been moments when you succeeded or broke through all of the doubts that someone might have had about you? Have there been moments that you have celebrated and been really happy? Just think about that situation in your past. What was your confidence back then? And how did you achieve it? How did you create it? How were you standing? What were you saying to yourself? What was the expression on your face? Think about the situation when you broke through or won, when you were successful and proud about yourself. I bet you felt confident at that moment too. So here's the deal. You already have what it takes to feel confidence. It's already within you, stored into your body and memories. And now you only have to dig it out from your body and out of your memories to be able to tap onto that power consistently and on an everyday basis. So now it's your turn. What are your resources?